The Continental, as we knew it, is gone. Tonight's the last night for CBGB's. Is there a connection between the two events?
Well, we're 5 blocks away from each other, and but I'm real proud of 15 years at Continental, but nobody can touch CBGB's for the history and where it all started and continued and what it's meant to people. There's only one CBGB's in the world, not just New York. It's connected in that there's just won't be a home for these bands, that there aren't many bands, many venues, small venues or medium-sized that are focused on the local scene, along with nationals and big bands too, but giving bands a place to get started and get signed. There's nothing really left anymore, it seems.
How many shows did you see at CBGB's?
Oh, hundreds. I don't know about thousands, but hundreds.
Yeah.
I live in this neighborhood too, and I'm a musician and I'm a New Yorker, so this is heartbreaking.
I can imagine. Is there one memory of being at this club that stands out for you?
Well, I was here last week for Murphy's Law. My guys, played my club a million times. I didn't want to miss that, and it was maybe the only show I've seen them play where I could watch the whole set and not be working or be out in front of my club. Recent history and seeing the Waldos and Dictators last night. Tonight will be, I'm sure, a night to never forget. And going back years, seeing the Lunatics here and in the 80s, and D-Generation would play my club and this club in the early 90s. And I don't know, so many memories. It's hard to it's sort of an overall feeling, of sadness. It's just really, this will never be duplicated. Other clubs will open up, but you can't manufacture this, authentic, original, groundbreaking place like this. You just can't do it. And it might open up in another city, but nothing will ever, it can't be repeated. I'm glad that I caught it, and then I'm here tonight.
Now it's dead. It's dead. No more. It's one less place for New Jersey people to hang out. We have 10% less tourists because CBGB's is dead.
Really?
Yeah, that's it. That's a good thing about it, right?
Maxwell's isn't going to have the same appeal?
What's Maxwell's?
Oh, isn't that in Hoboken? No? Maybe I'm thinking someplace else.
I don't know anything about Hoboken.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I know about what happens in my city.
All right.
Yeah, it's my city. I love it. And I don't know. I got the shirt.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Does it make you feel sad that this place is going away?
Yeah, it makes me feel sad that this place is going. It stands for a lot of shit. I'm gonna miss seeing the awning. But it's probably gonna be turned into a nice Starbucks or Gap or something like that.
It's actually something for NYU.
Oh,
and NYU's gonna.
You think so?
That's what I heard. They're gonna purchase it.
I haven't heard one way or the other myself. So
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
It makes sense that it would be an NYU place.
A little piece of everything.
Yeah.
NYU. It's gonna swallow everything whole.
NYU literally owns the entire village. Legally, they have the papers. They have the papers to own the entire Greenwich Village. The only reason why they haven't turned the entire place into NYU land is because people are still living here. Otherwise, it would all just be dorms as far as the eye could see.
Building the NYU Army.
How many shows have you seen here?
I've seen 3 or 4. I saw the Libertines here, which is the only band anyone's ever heard of, and my friend's band has played here, which is, pretty much everybody's friend's band has played here, and I guess that's been the problem.
What do you think's going to happen once this place is gone?
I don't think it's good.
Strip club.
What this? They're gonna start selling it out to rich some Wall Street hipsters are probably gonna move right in. I'm sure. I mean, you see this glass building across the street. I'm sure this is gonna be it. And right here, this wasn't here 5 years ago. So I mean, it'll take maybe 15 minutes to rip that awning off.
You're gonna feel sad that's going away?
It does. I mean, I wish there were more places like it. But there aren't. I guess you'd still got Arlene's Grocery. That's about as relevant as this place, and the Delancey is supposed to be becoming somewhat relevant. But I'll believe it when I see it. I see no new scenes sprouting up there, and as long as we have, the Williamsburg elite dictating the music scene, we're not going to have any new scenes springing up. I mean, somebody might make some rockin' country fusion record, but it's not going to be anything anyone comes back 30 years later to take a look at.
kind of the end of an era, and just I really got into like CBGB's New York punk scene and stuff over the last year, and flown out quite a few times now to come here, so just had to be here for the end of it all.
You flew here specifically for tonight?
Yeah. I went last night as well.
Where'd you come in from?
London. Yeah. I'm going home tomorrow. Well, I have to go back to uni. Yeah.
How many times have you been here?
I've been here, I think, this will be the 4th time, I think, or maybe the 5th, because I came back in May and then I came like the October before that. So yeah, I went a few times each time. So yeah.
Who were some of the bands that you saw perform here?
Can't remember most of their names. They were quite like small bands, like I can't remember them now. It's really bad actually, but I've written it all down on a piece of paper somewhere. But no, they were quite good. Yeah. And like last night, of course, I saw like Debbie Harry and Chris Stein and the Dictators. That was like really, really good. It's amazing. Yeah, it was really good.
How does it make you feel this place is closing down?
Really upset. It's like, I don't know, just finding out about CBGBs and then coming here and everything's been like kind of a dream, and then like finding out really soon afterwards that it's going to close. It's just like taking it all away like all so quickly, and it's really horrible. I don't like it. Feels like something's dying with it. Like, I don't know.
Is there any place else that you know of that has the same kind of atmosphere as CBGB, or is this place unique?
Well, it's unique because it's CBGB's. There are a lot of shitholes, you know. There used to be a lot of shitholes in New York. Obviously, they're too valuable now. Buildings like this are popping up. But, well, no, I couldn't totally compare it to CBGB's, but there's a certain quality to the Continental. There was a place called Brownies that was in the storefront. I don't think it exists anymore. There were actually several. Why can't I remember them? Which I can't remember right now, but Continental would be a good place. But it's not CB's. I mean, CB's has like this incredible, all the places that had the sort of reputation that CB's has gotten even through the 80s went out. I guess Mud Club, all those places, which I wasn't even around when they were around for the most part.
What do you think is going to happen to performance spaces in New York City, like after like this is gone?
That's really interesting. I don't know. It's been happening slowly. The gentrification, and there's many places that are they call grandfathered in. Places like the Blue Note, Palladium, which is still there. Places like that, I think they're really nervous. The management's really nervous because even though they have like the special law, because they've been there for a long time, I think people that pay, $1 million for a 2-bedroom apartment they want to say, I don't want to hear noise, I don't want to see people on my sidewalk. That's sort of what's going to happen. But they'll still need a place to play. So what will happen? Unfortunately, I'm not an optimist. Corporations like Clear Channel will buy up space, and it'll be an official okay place to party and buy merchandise, and which is not such a good thing, I think.